This is important. It's important to me to talk about this. You guys probably don't give a fuck because it really only affects streamers and people that are trying to get into streaming. And it's something that I've talked about on this channel quite a few times. And it's people that are posting their Kick revenue and trying to get people to think that they can make way more fucking money than they actually can. Yesterday, I saw this tweet. Asmongold reveals his past 30 days of multi-streaming revenue for Kick and Twitch. Kick, $295,000. Twitch, $32,000. Now, this is a wildly different number. Look at this shit. He made almost 10 times as much money on Kick than he did on Twitch for the same amount of streaming, right? And it gets even wilder when you understand that he averages 11,000 viewers on Kick, and he averages 55,000 viewers on Twitch. Now, what I wanted to go over is explain why this is not true. He definitely got paid this much money, but it's not true that you will earn 10 times more on Kick than on Twitch. The reason is, as you can see, his next payout, $294,000 US, fantastic. And then his Twitch revenue in the next slide is 31,146, both from 167 hours streamed. But what you can see in this picture is over the course of the 166 hours or 167 hours that he streamed, he had 1 hour and 26 minutes of ad breaks on Twitch. He has 30 seconds of ads per hour, which is the absolute minimum you can play on Twitch. You can't have zero. You have to have the minimum of 30 seconds. Now, when you have the minimum of 30 seconds, your revenue share for ads is 30%. If you go up to 3 minutes, they'll give you 55%. So you make twice as much money, plus 6 times as much money from having more ads. Most people play 3 minutes of ads because when you get to 3 minutes of ads, you can also fully disable pre-roll ads on your stream. Now, a pre-roll is an ad that pops up as soon as someone clicks on your stream. If I was to click to watch Asmongold's stream, there would be a pre-roll. I'd click to watch, an ad would play before I even get to watch the stream at all. So most streamers do 3 minutes, which is the minimum to disable those, to sort of incentivize people to stay and watch the stream. Because if you click on the stream and there's already an ad playing, you're just going to click off. It happens all the time. I do it. I'm not going to sit around and watch a stream as soon as I click on it and there's an ad there. So he plays the absolute minimum amount of ads that he can play. And as you can see here, this light purple for the ads shows how much of a percentage of his revenue comes from the ads, because he's playing 30 seconds of ads per hour. He's playing none. Basically nothing, and getting $0 from the ad revenue. Now, if I was to show you guys my bar graph, I don't want to go too much, but this is what mine looks like in terms of like an ad revenue split. You can see that in terms of like the purple, which is subs, right? It's a small amount. Some days are bigger than others. Some days are zero. I don't get any subs. Then turbo is you get paid, as you can see up here. You earn revenue from the ads your turbo subscribers skip. So yellow is the ads that people that have Twitch Turbo would have watched. I got paid for them as well. And then I don't know what power-ups are and stuff like that. But Prime subs is the light green here. So you can see most of his revenue is coming from the paid subs and gifted subs, right? And basically no revenue is coming from ads, which means for a regular streamer, and fair enough, don't play ads. That's good. I like it. I like that he stands for that. He doesn't make his decisions based off money. He says that's really good. He doesn't want to play ads for his viewers, so he puts the absolute minimum he can on, and he streams on like his alternate Twitch account or whatever to fuck Twitch over. I don't know. I don't know too much about the Asmongold lore, but you have to respect it. And so he makes the absolute minimum that he could. Now, he averages 55,000 viewers on Twitch. Me personally, when I play ads, you play 3 minutes of ads, you earn about 4 cents per viewer per hour, per viewer hour, they call it. So if he's streaming to 55,000 viewers on average, and he played 3 minutes of ads and got 4 cents per viewer per hour on average, $2,200 an hour, 167 hours streamed, he would have made $367,000 in ad revenue. Which you compare that to Kick, he made $294,000 because they pay you regardless. You don't play any ads on Kick. They are basically just trying to match or outdo the Twitch ad rate without having to play ads. So if he had played a regular number of ads, he would have earned about the same amount on Kick. So coming out and saying that, oh, you make 10 times more on Kick is such a crazy thing to say. On top of that, he also has about 11,000 viewers on Kick on average. So he gets way less viewers on Kick than he does on Twitch, but he gets paid 10 times more. So I got a little curious and I had a look at the numbers. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Odablock and his team actually put together a stats website. So you can actually go through and see anyone's stats from anyone that streams on Kick. And this is Asmongold's stats. So we know how many subscribers he has and how many average viewers he has and how many hours he has streamed on average in the last month. And because I multi-stream on Kick, I know how much people get paid. We can go through and see how much his revenue should have been. Now, he has 748 subscribers plus 1,923 gifted subscribers. You get $4.50 from each one of those. That's $12,019.50 from subs. If this is accurate, there's a potential that it might not be accurate. I think mine's a little bit off, but for the most part, it's relatively accurate. So $12,019 from that. Then from the 11,227 viewers he gets on average, you get about 6 cents per viewer per hour. But the more active your viewers are in your chat, the more you get paid, right? I think the highest I've ever seen anyone get, not multi-streaming, is 18 cents. But if you're multi-streaming, that's halved. So let's say he's at the absolute top of that, and he's getting 10 cents per viewer per hour multi-streaming. He's making $1,122 per hour. He streamed for that 163 hours. That's $183,000 plus the $12,019 from... What have I done? Divide 12. Okay, I fucked up. No, I've done it again. Let me start again, guys. Okay, 11227 multiplied by 0.1 multiplied by 163 hours, 183,000 plus the 12,019 from the sub revenue should be $195,000.19. His numbers say $294,325. So even if we're giving him a very generous, compared to what most people make, KPP numbers, right? I get about 5 cents per viewer per hour. I've seen some people that aren't multi-streaming get up to 18 cents. But he is multi-streaming, so he's supposed to get half, right? So even if we give him a very generous 10 cents per viewer per hour while multi-streaming, it's still $100,000 less than what his payout is saying it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So the numbers don't really fucking add up. The Kick numbers, I think, are definitely being boosted, and the Twitch numbers are very low because he doesn't play any ads. And what this is, I come out and try to say this, plays the minimum amount of ads. You're not earning 10 times on Kick. And then I posted my numbers from the previous month. You can see on Kick, which I averaged more viewers on Kick than I did on Twitch. I made 2,500 for the month of May. And then on Twitch for the month of May, I made 2,600. Very similar graphs. You can see I made very similar amounts of money on both platforms. You know what I'm saying? With no boosted numbers. You're not making 10 times as much money on Kick. And what is happening is what I saw this morning. Josh Strive Hayes comes out and says, why am I not on Kick streaming? Why am I not Kick streaming? And now he's going to go into this expecting that he's going to get 10 times as much money on Kick than he does on Twitch, which would be an absolute travesty. Because I fucking love Kick, guys. I'm a Kick shill, all right? I know some of the dudes down at the Kick office. They're great people. They really want to help creators in the streaming space and help people make a career in streaming. But having a dude like Asmongold try and tell small streamers that they're going to make fucking 10 times as much money on Kick than they are on Twitch is just going to get people to come try Kick, realize they're not making 10 times as much money, and then leave, which would be bad. You want more people to come over to Kick because competition is good. If there's no Kick, then there's no reason for Twitch to look after their creators. There's no reason because there's nowhere else to go. So I think having something like this seems like it would be a good idea. Oh, this is really going to incentivize people to come and stream on Kick. This would be fantastic. It's going to get people to come over. It seems like a fantastic fucking idea until they come over and then they see numbers like this. They think they're going to be earning, if I was to move over from Twitch, earning $2,600 a month, and I go to Kick and I don't earn $25,000, I'll be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How come I didn't get 10 times the revenue like Asmongold did? You know what I'm saying? And that's just bad in the end. So I think that he's doing like a disservice. I don't think he actually cares. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he actually gives a fuck if people stream on a different platform. I think he doesn't give a fuck about the money either. But in terms of like Kick sticking around for a while, I think this is a bad look for them, basically. So I think it's not a good look for them. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it and give people more realistic expectations as to what kind of numbers you'll see if you move over. If you're a small streamer, you are not going to get 10 times your revenue on Kick. It's definitely worth it. It's 100% worth multi-streaming. But if you earn $2,500 on Twitch, you're not going to earn $25,000 on Kick. If you're just starting multi-streaming, you're not going to earn anywhere close to $2,500. You move over from Twitch, where you're earning $2,500, and you start multi-streaming on Kick, I guarantee your first month you'll make less than $500, okay? It's a slow grind. You got to build it up over time. You're not just going to start streaming on a new platform and get 10 times the revenue. It's just not going to happen. So keep realistic expectations if you're going to move over. But it's definitely worth multi-streaming. There's no downside. You literally click the same button on your OBS and you go live on both platforms at the same time. You have programs that can join the chats so you can talk to both the chats at the same time. There's literally no downside to multi-streaming on Kick, and it's great to start building your brand up on another platform just in case Twitch tries to fuck over everyone in the future like they've done so many times in the past.